So hi guys, I'm shayandita and welcome back to my channel. So as you have seen the caption, it says how to be a hot academic weapon. So it's a very big term, and let me first break this term for you guys to achieve it. And I feel that all the girls out there could be academically good and even hot. And I feel like most of the girls are hot. They are themselves hot. Whenever I see a girl, I mostly see that how pretty they are. Because when you feel inside that you're pretty, you will see people around you to be pretty. Because mostly people are, when people are saying something negative, they're actually portraying their own negative emotions on someone else. So when you're seeing a person being so, oh, that person is so ugly, they feel ugly inside. That's why they are coming up and saying the other person to be ugly. When you feel something, because a good person won't see the world in a bad way. A good person sees the world in a good way. When your inside is rotten, you will try to see the world in a rotten way. And I realized that when I was ugly, when I won't say it ugly, but when I used to feel that I am ugly, so that time I used to like criticize people. Oh, that girl, she's not pretty. Because I used to feel from inside, I used to feel that everybody else except me in this world is pretty. So first, before being this hot academic weapon, we have to understand that being hot is very subjective. However, every girl need to understand that they are pretty, and they first have to realize it. The day you realize that you are pretty, there's no one who could stop you. And there's always a gradual step of increasing. There will be people who pull you down, but you have to understand it. You have to understand your worth. Firstly, I have this whole last month and like 6 months have been very drastically changing for me. I've come across so many new books, so many seductive books. I've gone through them and I have looked into them. I have seen them, I have read them properly, seduction, and I have seen that it's all about your aura, all about your energy that you give out around. And I was not this what I was now, that I was 6 months back. I have put a lot of efforts in my looks, how I talk, how I walk. I have changed most of the stuffs about me. And I feel that in some way, maybe I know there's a long path to go, but still I'm working on me. And that's the biggest thing. And I would love to share my journey with you guys on how to be an academic weapon along with being hot. Because anybody, any girl out there could be that. And it's so damn easy. See, academic weapon. Academics is a very broader term. It comes along with sports, education, and a lot of things. These come as an aggregate of academic weapon. For being an academic weapon, it doesn't mean that you have to be an A grade student from a grade 1. You could change your time like this, and it would not even take you much time to do that. Firstly, you have to realize your way of studying. It takes a lot of time to understand the best way that you could gain knowledge. So I was not always a good student in studies. Nowadays, so when I was like still until 8th grade, not 8th, 7th grade, I was really terrible in studies. So like I was a very average girl, not pretty, very, and bullied like hell. And that time I realized that I didn't know how to study. So slowly and gradually I started exploring, and I was not studying with an intention of exploring, but however I did it gradually and unconsciously. I was doing that. So I used to do visual learning, audio learning, and then I understood the best way to study for me will be visual learning. For some people, I have seen that reading extensively in the same text makes them remember and retain it for a longer duration of time. But let me give you my example. How do I study? So let me take an example of a psychology chapter which I'm studying. So what will I do? I will take out a video from there to YouTube, and mostly the video should be animated. So I take out an animated video from the YouTube and I see it. And that video is, and then I try to, and I have some sort of photographic memory. So whenever I have a question in the exam, okay, explain the structure of your mind given by Freud. So whenever these come, so it's something like whenever I have seen that like animated video, my brain just recalls, okay, so it has ego, super ego. So you just break them into pieces, and then these things come inside my mind. Things were not the same as always. We have to change. We have to change for ourselves, and we have to understand for which person to keep in our life and which person to let go. It's high time that we realize as people that our energy is mostly affected by the negative people that we have kept in our lives. I have, for a very long duration of my time, I have kept so negative people around me who didn't let me grow. They were like, oh yeah, you are like that, they would just end up poking you, because from inside they are so rotten, they're so unprivileged, they're so deeply hurted by themselves that they come at and portray. And I don't feel that that's their fault, because at last everybody has their own reasons, and everybody have their certain reasons for that, because how they are behaving in a certain way. And I feel that it's okay that they are behaving, but we don't hold grudges. It's okay, but it's not our job to handle them, because that's polluting our own environment. First, we have to understand that everybody has their own trash to deal with. So before taking someone else's trash in your place, just remember that you have your own trash, your own shits to deal with first, then taking on somebody else to help out with. Surely, I'm a very sensitive, a very empathetic person. I would love to listen to people's problems, love to help them in different situations, but I have to understand that I am an individual and I have to maintain boundaries. And that's the biggest step an academic weapon does. She maintains her boundaries. She knows that the first thing you have to do is create a wall. Create your academic life and your personal life, everything aside. I have a strict wall between it. I won't hamper my academic life with my personal life. How shitty, how trashy my things are. When I'm starting with my full heart. Whatever shit happens in my life, I will not get bothered when I'm studying, because I have created a strengthened world of mine where there's a wall between. So it's such a strong world that I have built gradually that nobody could penetrate. So, okay, it's not tough. Just remember that. First, how did I make that world? Because firstly, being an academic weapon is a mindset. You have to first realize that. You will like, oh my god, I'm going to study for 6 hours, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. You're going to say that, but you're not going to do that. First, you have to get a long-term motive to be an academic weapon. Okay, firstly, if you don't have any motive to why you're studying, you can't be an academic weapon. You can't have that inner grudge, and not grudge I won't say, but a perfect well-being for just to be in that top. And you need a better reason to be there. I know that I want to be, I'm very ambitious from inside. I know that I have to achieve the top. I know that I will achieve the top. And I know I have to work for it. I have to put down efforts for it. Because if I don't put efforts for it, nothing is going to happen. Because I will be in my course. Because most of the people do in their life is like, they plan their lives, they do that, they do this. And at last, they don't work for it. First, you could do all the planning, but there should be action. If you don't put up and just imagine, oh, I will do that, I will do that. I did it a lot, and nobody in this world is perfect. Everybody has their own flaws, everybody has their own reasons, everybody reacts in a different way. But it's our job, our own job, that we path our lives, because nobody else is going to do it for us. And just remember, everyone out there has a right to be successful. Anybody in this world could be successful with determination and hard work. But I would say that hard work, how people say, Shaya, you don't do hard work, you do smart work nowadays. Let me say you, okay? If you do smart work, it might work in a small role, and you have to see that where to do smart work and where to do hard work. See, the smart work, I feel that you have to be really smart while taking help too. So don't ever hesitate to take help. So whenever I see that, oh, there's some of my friends who are like really good in studies and there's something good in it, I will try to take notes from them. I will try to take help from them. I will continuously go to my teachers. I will nag them like anything to clear my doubts. I will go and search it up. Don't hesitate to take help, because at last, okay, before I say, oh, I might be irritating that teacher, she might be thinking that I go there. So baby, trust me, it's your life at last. It's your job to get, because she's getting paid for it, and she's doing her actual job, and it's your duty to clear your doubts, because at last that's the thing. And sometimes you have a very trashy teacher, and you at least can't just go up to her, like she's so annoying and bitchy. So you have different options. You are in the 21st century. Go to your friends, go to Instagram, go to YouTube. You will get, and YouTube is the best medium to go anywhere else. Just go up to YouTube, search the chapter's name or that topic's name. You will get thousands, hundreds of videos to watch through. What's the best one which suits you? I feel that animated videos suits me the best, because they are colors, imaginaries, tables, which help me study betterly. And firstly, baby girl, just clear your aura first, please. You can't stay with a negative aura. Whatever you say, how big of a thick wall you create, if you create these toxic people in your life, trust me, this part is gonna, this toxic wall will just try to penetrate like this through you. And whenever you're studying, and don't list this time, take away your this time. This is highly important. And I feel that it's a mindset, and anybody could achieve it. Please girls, don't take anything that happens in your life by heart, because you know you will grow and you will be successful. First, okay, let me just, and whatever I have said, let me break them properly for you guys. First, get a mindset, strong mindset. Cut out toxic people. Know your way, your method of studying. And most importantly, know yourself, know what you want. Firstly, okay, you could be an academic weapon, and you could do all of that things. I like history, I will study that. People, do you really like history, or you just like that subject because you get the highest marks in that subject? Remember, your marks on a specific subject doesn't determine your worth on that subject. You have to remember that for yourself. And firstly, and being a hot academic weapon, everybody wants to be hot, everybody wants to be, but why everybody can't be pretty and hot? Because the inner is so pure, so rotten, so ugly, that you don't want to go near them. Firstly, just remember that a person could be really physically appealing, but if the inside is rotten, trust me, nobody will like them. I have seen so many people who have like a doll face, like such a pretty face, but people just don't like to talk to them. They start avoiding her or him. Why? Because they have such a ugly inside. They feel themselves to be at the top. They feel so. The first thing in life is to be humble, guys. Be humble to yourself. You have to understand that you're not. There will always be someone better than you, and it's okay. I will work for myself. Be humble. Be fine that somebody will be better than you, and it's okay. Perfectionism is a psychological disease, and you have to understand that. Perfectionism, people are like, I want to be the perfect one. Baby girl, there will always be someone better than you. Okay? So you have to be humble to yourself. Be like, okay, she's pretty to me, and what's wrong in it? She worked for it. I might not be the smartest girl in the whole world, but I know my worth. I know I could work upon, and maybe I don't reach the top, but I will work for it. And be humble, guys. Whenever you see someone nearby, go up to them, talk sweetly. Firstly, being humble is the biggest thing. Being hot comes from inside. Work on yourself. How do you work on yourself? Like, how do you be an academic weapon? You give so much time to academics. Trust me, I don't study much, but still I get good marks. How do I do that? Because when I study, if I study for 2 hours, my entire brain is on that 2 hours of studying. I won't do anything else at that point of time. That's the thing. Whenever you're studying, study wholeheartedly. But how do you study wholeheartedly? It's so easy for you to come up and say that study wholeheartedly, but how do you do that? It's completely easy. Clear your mind. Be happy. being happy is one of the biggest things you could do to study well. If you're happy, if you're achieving, and if you like, keep your mind at peace. Keep your mind at peace before doing anything. Studies is highly, you have to understand that. And I feel like timetables are bullshit. They're complete bullshit. Maybe it works for you, but not for me. I have made thousands of timetables, but I never follow it. So how do you study? When do you study? And I feel like there's no specific time you should study, but it should come from inside. So because I don't study all days, I don't study every day. I study on days where I feel like, and like, do you feel, and let me say you that there's not a single day I don't wish like studying. And how does that happen to you? Because I've seen, Mimi, I don't like studying. I didn't study for weeks, and this is happening to me. Baby, just listen to me like that. You don't have that strong will inside you still now awaken for you to do that. Because whenever I'm resting on my bed or chilling out in my TV session, I just remember, oh, I didn't complete that, I didn't do that, I have to do this. Because I have constantly nagging that, because I know I have to something big achieving. Okay, I have to achieve something big out there. So, and I know that it's completely, if I don't do this, something is gonna happen. I won't reach there. There's something again and again nagging me. And that's what I do. Then I go up, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna study right now. I wanna take, and I'm not a girl who studies all day. I'm a girl who will only study 2 hours daily. Okay, and not daily also. Sometimes I study at 6 hours stretch. Some days I don't study at all. Some days, like 2-3 days, I continuously in a stretch I don't study, but in the one go I study for 6 hours, and that 6 hours are worth 6 hours because I study with so much of love, affection. I put that in. Just remember one day, okay, so your exam is next day, and you're like sitting now. You're sitting, and exam is next day, and you are not prepared for anything. You know, you have the fullest energy, and anything that you study, you retain. Because you know you have your exams tomorrow and you have studied nothing, and so you prepare. How did that come up? Like, how did you didn't study for an entire week, and that last day you put up so much energy and effort? What if you put that energy and effort to like the entire week? You might have topped the exams. How did that happen? Give yourself less durations of time. I do that. I feel like, Mama, I give this task to my mom. Mama, I'm having, or some people have their moms, dads, sisters, cousins, friends. You have your chat GPT, chat AI, character AI. Oh my god, your best buddy. You don't need anyone nowadays. Come on, guys, you could do it yourself and be like, okay, fine. Oh, this is this so okay, today I have 2 hours. I have to complete this chapter thoroughly, and I have to give a test. I will ask blabberly, and if I don't do, and I will be like, if I not do well, I'm gonna punish myself. How do you punish yourself? Okay, if I don't do this, I will have to punish myself with reading like 10. I will have to do 10 sums today. I have to I will not watch my favorite show. So if you have, give yourself negative reinforcements, and it doesn't mean that when you study well you don't get positive reinforcements. When you have one day you have been superbly nice, give yourself positive reinforcements. Give yourself chocolates. Give yourself a treat. Watch your favorite stand-up comedian. Go out with your friends. Firstly, you know, I have seen people who are strong academic weapons, but they are not hot because they are not enjoying life. They don't. You have to understand that for being a true academic weapon with a hot academy, you have to be happy from the inside too. You have to spend time. You have to enjoy life. You have to understand that maybe in the future it will help you, but you also have a present. You have to keep your life in balance, and that balance you have to find out for yourself. I go out with my friends twice a week, and I feel that that's so fulfilling for me. And I love to hang out with people whom I love, who I like to be around. Some people I just genuinely ignore because I don't like to hang out with specific people, and some people used to just nag me to just like hang out with them, and that used to be like so frustrating for me because I don't wanted to hang out with them, but they used to be like forcing me to just hang out with them, and that used to like fuck up with my mind. But now I understand, please choose your friends wisely, because okay, sometimes you have that I have seen people have that jealousy motive ki, okay, I will stay with that person because that person is, I've seen people do that. Okay, I have seen people, oh, why are you friends with that person? That person is so terrible because that person is rich, that person is pretty, that person is good in studies. She might be terrible to my mental health, but she helps me in this place. Baby, just remember that this person might be that, you could also be that. You could be even 10 times better than him or her. Just remember that if that person is eating up and fucking your mental health, your fucking mind, that person doesn't deserve to stay in your life. Just a big cross. Have self-esteem, have strong. Who the fuck is that person to come up and say you stuff? Who that hell that person is to come up and say you stuff? You have your strong energy. I have that I have built up now. Okay, I won't take shits now. It's been enough. I will protect my energy for the best. You have your aura. Don't waste your energy for someone stupid. Keep it to yourself. Store it for yourself. You are pretty. Realize that you're pretty. Spend time with yourself. Do your skincare. You know, the days where I'm looking the ugliest, I look the pretty nowadays. I look so pretty. Why do I look pretty? Because put efforts on your looks. Whenever you go outside, do something good for you. Put your favorite eyeliner, put your lipstick up, put your earrings up, do your hair nicely. Do it for yourself and nobody else. The day you realize, okay, why do you get ready? Do you want to attract some guys? Oh my god, you do so much. Do you have you definitely like someone out there? Okay, so I'm an Indian girl, so of course in India, parents are like, whenever I get ready, I get thoroughly ready whenever I go out, even to school. I do a clean, like, I don't do makeup while going to, but I have a cool skincare. My mom's like, do you have someone in school who you will be looking up to? Or there's some guy? I'm like, no mama, there's no guy out there. Before I used to get ready for guys, but now I'm like, why do I have to waste my energy for some stupid guy? And now I feel like, and because the guy who needs you will come to you. They will come to you yourself. You don't have to search for your right person. They just walk to your life themselves. You give the energy, they take the energy. If they don't reciprocate, then just shoo, bro, shoo. Somebody else will come in my life. And for everybody, you have to realize that stop chasing and start attracting. And that's what a hot girl does. She keeps a balance in life. Study balance and her looks balance. She keeps it balanced. She keeps her life in balance. She is the prettiest. She maybe or may not have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever it is. She may not have the most specific things in her life, but she knows that she is achieving stuff in herself. She's fulfilled. She has a strong, humble nature, and she knows from inside that she is enough for herself, and that's what matters. Keep your life in balance. Stay away from people whom you don't like, because I don't stay with people with I don't feel like, right? I just don't. I'm like, okay, you're just sitting, okay? We're just sitting and just some person comes up, hi, how are you? And like we're talking. They outwardly they seem very perfect to you, but from inside you're like, some intuition just comes up and like, I don't like this person's aura, I'm feeling irritated, I just walk out. That person through books and through writings might be perfect, like they would pinpoint perfect, but okay, no, I don't want to talk to that person. I feel so heavy after talking to that person. If you are feeling that, please don't talk to them. Please don't waste your energy on them. You have your academic life, you have to be hot, put your energy into this. Look into videos, how to groom yourself, how to do your makeup, how to get away of your, I have a lot of acne, so I work on acne. I look how I have to cut. If I have some insecurity, I will be like, I will first accept that insecurity and I will work on it. So I had an insecurity of having a curly hair, so I used to like acknowledge my hair before and like everything. Then they went smoothing and I feel so confident. If you have your insecurities, work on it. I don't feel like insecurities, okay, one big thing you have to realize, insecurities have been put inside you. You are not born with an insecurity. People have put that inside you. So you don't give people that authority to put something inside you. You have to remember that you have to create a world with yourself. An academic weapon can't waste her time with all of that. She knows her worth and she will do that for herself. An academic weapon will do it for herself and nobody else in her entire world. And that's it, what people have to realize it. being hot comes from inside, and an academic weapon will keep everything in balance. So girls, thank you so much for watching, and I hope this helped you guys out, and I will always be there for your comments, share, like. If you like this video, please share with your friends. I love you all my love to you guys. Bye bye.